10:54 is the time. Mark's in Brighton. Mark Riley, American radio veteran and great friend of this programme. Mark, why is he doing it?
So, in this clip, we are going to see James O'Brien and a regular LBC caller, and he's basically going to give a call explaining that most Americans do not care about what is taking place within Ukraine. And because of the fact that Donald Trump knows information like this is the reason why he's feeling so emboldened to attack Europe and side with Vladimir Putin. As usual, let's watch this clip in full, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts towards the end.
Hey, James, how you doing?
I'm good, Mark. I'm worried, but you know that already.
Well, yeah, and I just want to pose a couple of questions, because your last caller was really great.
Yeah, he was.
What do you think most Americans know the most about? Do they know the most about that national security strategy document? Do they know the most about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Washington, Potomac, New Jersey, whatever? Yeah. Or do they know the most about the Sean Combs documentary that's just been aired?
Bread and circuses.
Yeah, absolutely. And people in the United States could give a crap about Ukraine, and Donald Trump knows it. And he wants to do business in Ukraine. His son is now laying the groundwork to do business in the Donbass to get some of those minerals.
So it's not about American interests. So when I say somewhat naively, why on earth does he need Putin to occupy the Donbass to do a deal? The United States government could do a much better deal, a more favourable deal with the sovereign Ukraine. But of course, if there's going to be deals that are not subject to transparency and legality, to rules and regulations, then he needs Putin to be in charge so that he can fill his own filthy boots, or his son's filthy boots.
Well, and see, here's the thing, James. The bottom line, and Putin knows this too, and I think Trump intuits this, at the rate things are going, and remember that the Russians largely are winning this war, what's going to end up happening, unless people are careful, is that Putin will end up, now he just said yesterday he wasn't going to give up any land.
Yeah.
Okay? He's eventually going to, if Trump has his way, he's going to end up being forced to give up that land. If he gives up that land, he will be deposed. Remember, you heard it here first.
Okay.
He will be deposed, and a much more Putin-friendly person will be put in charge of Ukraine. And that's the end game for all of these people.
Why attack Europe then? I think I know the answer, but just in your words, why attack Europe? Why would this strategy document attack Europe and essentially amplify online racist lies about the country that we both live in?
Because they want to neutralize Europe. They want Europe not to be affected. Otherwise, why would he send Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, to the Soviet Union, to Russia, at the same time that he didn't have any Ukrainian, he certainly didn't have Zelensky, and he didn't have anybody from the States, other than those guys. Trump didn't go. The bottom line is Trump wants a deal. He's a deal maker. He's a deal-making president. And right now, the deal is he wants that land so his son can make money, and so he can make money. I mean, he's 80 years old, but he still wants to make money.
Is there no historical grandiosity? I mean, but peace prizes aside, does he not want a kind of, I don't know quite what question I'm asking you, Mark, but the idea that he wants to go down in history as something big is a little bit more, it's more grandiose than mere greed, mere financial greed.
Well, look, he is right now in his own mind grandiose.
Right.
You got to understand, he already believes he's where you think he wants to be at. He wants it to be, if he had his way, he'd call it the United States of Trump.
Yeah, he would. Well, we know he's changing I mean, talk about the last caller pointing out that we're just worn down by it all. You'll know this, but the tradition in the United States has been for the national parks to provide free entry for everybody on Martin Luther King Day. He's just abolished that and replaced it with his own birthday.
Of course. Absolutely. It's all part of... This is why he hates Keir Starmer, because to him, it's more important to talk to King Charles than it ever will be to Keir Starmer. He doesn't have a problem under certain circumstances with dealing with parts of Europe, the parts of Europe that align with his views.
Which is why this document talks about the far right parties as allies, essentially, in a European future.
Yeah, because as far as he's concerned, the European future doesn't include a great deal of influence.
I just lost the line there. I think, the Russians, I think was the word that we lost. But I'm moving on partly because I've actually hit the news on time, but also.
So that call was really quite interesting, especially hearing it from an individual who lived at one point in the United States and was part of the media. So there's a few thoughts that I have, and that's quite intriguing. And I actually had to go out and do a little bit of research on this and understand more about it, because one of the things that I find, and please, my American audience, do not think I'm being rude or disrespectful here in any way, shape or form. If anything, I'm just a confused Brit. Please correct me, give me your thoughts and your ideas in the comment section below. But one of the things that I kind of found is that I feel like many Americans, they experience what we call something called issue fatigue. So after years of war coverage and rumors of wars and discussions about different wars that are taking place, they kind of become emotionally disengaged from foreign conflicts. So like the one like Ukraine. Now, that's a little bit harder for us to do here in the UK, plain and simply because, obviously we are a part of Europe. Secondly, we are an island that is literally right next to Europe versus America. You guys are, thousands and thousands of miles away. So, and you're also such a massive country as well. So the caller saying at the beginning that entertainment and social media is where people want to focus, that actually kind of makes complete sense. It does make complete sense. And people don't want to focus on complex geopolitics and whatnot. And I believe someone like Donald Trump and his administration, these guys are smart enough to know and understand that this is the case. Kind of similar to how Donald Trump, everybody says when you take a look at a lot of information, the reason why a lot of people vote for Donald Trump, education is a major part of it. A lot more educated people vote more to the left as opposed to more uneducated people that vote more to the right. And I believe, I haven't actually seen the data, but if I can assume if we were to do the exact same thing for the United Kingdom, it would probably be quite similar. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that's a fact. But Donald Trump is capitalizing on the fact that there is fatigue when it comes to people in the United States of America and foreign conflicts. That's why you see a lot of the time, especially people that are on the right, they have, this idea about America first. They do not believe in foreign aid. They don't believe in America playing its part to be able to deal with conflicts that are around the world. And it's just very, very interesting to hear that caller's perspective, because I do believe that there is 100% some truth to it and some reality. And that is what Donald Trump is actually banking on in what it is that he's doing. I do believe that it's the case. So I just wanted to give him a bit of my perspective based on what it is that caller said then. But I do definitely believe that Europe right now, we're at a bit of a crossroads, because we have to now face the reality and face the fact that, yes, Donald Trump and America are not on our side when it comes to the conflict. And if anything, they are more aligned with what it is that Putin is doing in the States. And some of the points that the caller made towards the end in regards to Donald Trump serving his own interests. Listen, with the research and the things I've been taking a look at, reading and watching, I would not be surprised in any way, shape or form to find that Donald Trump is most definitely working in his and his family's own interests. It's just quite crazy to me that, once again, not all Americans, but a lot of Americans don't take a look at this and see it as a massive red flag. The exact same way when you do research and you take a look at how more rich and wealthy the Trump family have become since Donald Trump came into office. Like, this speaks volumes, and so many people are brushing it under the carpet and turning a blind eye to it. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this clip. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on my comments as well. You may not agree. Let me know in the comment section. You may agree. Once again, let me know in the comment section. While you guys are down there, hit the thumbs up button and also hit the subscribe button as well if you're interested in takes and commentary from an outsider who's looking into American politics. All right, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.